Catch this podcast in a tissue and dispose of it immediately.
How is it sounding now? Is it sounding fine now?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful now, darling. Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
good. Wonderful.
Fantastic. Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Oh, gosh, Ron, what if I can't get it up? Anyway. Hello.
Stop it, Ron.
Go on, Harry, you're the chosen one. Hello.
It's Leviosa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to.
Oh shit, we're here again.
Name.
Yep, we are.
Oh, we're not hearing because it's Inaudible. My name is Christian. Hello. Also here is Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Thank you. And Ozzy. Say hello, Ozzy.
Ozzy, hello.
No.
Ooh.
That's
not how
close.
this
That's
works.
close. That's close.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Sorry.
that's right. Unfortunately, Alex is still in quarantine in the hotel in Tenerife, so he can't make it today.
Well, I'm seeing him tomorrow, so I'll give you a heads up.
Oh. Okay. They're letting him out on day release. That's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, because you get those.
You're allowed out for 5 hours at a time.
Yeah, any more than that, you can spread it.
It's like
Yeah.
the half-life of a virus is 5 hours or something, yeah.
It's like the 5-second rule.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
As long as you don't cough on anyone within 5 hours, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're allowed up for 5 seconds at a time.
Or like regeneration. If you're within the first 15 hours of your regenerative process,
Oh, yes.
you're fine.
So
Speaking
before
of regeneration,
I was going to say, just before we get into it,
Yes.
are you up to date, Ozzy?
I am up to date. Yes.
You are. So you have seen the finale of series
Yes.
12.
Yes.
Can
Good. What the
hang
F
on,
was
hang on.
that?
Before we get into it, can I just give can say later on we're going to have health tips for the coronavirus. So if you don't like Doctor Who, skip ahead. Okay. Okay. What the F? Yes.
Yeah. What the actual shit was that episode?
Fun for
So
a fan fiction.
on a scale of say
Fan
1
fiction.
to 10, where would you place that episode?
It's definitely on that scale.
At the time, I placed it an 8.
Really?
Which has kind of been my average for the entire series.
Bloody high average.
Yeah.
Considering what we came off of last year, I think that's
Yeah.
what I was going off of. I've
See, like,
thoroughly enjoyed this series compared to last year, but I haven't loved this series.
I found last series dull. This series has been bad.
Oh, I can't say I felt it's bad.
No, I
Orphan
think.
55.
Oh, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
One episode.
Praxius was
Yeah,
pretty
that
bad.
was pretty bad.
I didn't think it was
the
bad,
rest
I
of them were
think it was
pretty.
boring.
I think the rest of
But
them were decent, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think they were just definitely compared to the last series. I think every episode of this series was better than last series, personally.
Yeah.
Even Orphan 55, which was fine up until it got weird at the end.
Up until it became Russia.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how that works. Like, okay, it's in flux, but just go back in time and stop it from happening. Like,
No, Richard. Humans have to fix it. That's less Jodie Whittaker and more Brian Cox.
I was gonna say. So okay, well, let's go around the digital table.
Oh.
And I've introduced a new concept here. I've kind of rewritten exactly what the entire Invisible Tower is all about.
we-
But you know, who cares about continuity?
So
I'm
is
just introducing new things now.
Wait.
Well,
Is the digital
is he
table like?
introducing new things, or is he just taking Series 6B and the Cartmel Master Plan and just kind of
Do you know
smudging them
why
together?
he's done this? Do you know why he's done this? Because he
wanted to
didn't
do
like how
something
season
big.
23 was.
Which one's that?
Which one was that? Yeah.
I honestly can't remember.
What?
Doctor Who.
How can you use something as an example when you don't know what it is?
Trial of a
I don't-
Time Lord,
I don't
apparently.
get it.
I like Trial of a
So according to sources, Chibnall wasn't happy with how they wrote season 23, or how they wrote Trial of a Time Lord, so he decided to make his own canon.
Nothing in Trial of a Time Lord has anything to do with anything in this.
The Matrix.
Well, that's about it.
That's
The Matrix
about it. It's the finale.
The Matrix has been in it since Tom Baker.
Okay, I might be misremembering that. But
Can I just say
I
that
do remember reading that Chibnall wasn't happy with how the classic series of Who was, so he wrote to them and said, "You're doing it wrong."
Yeah, but the only thing to do with regenerations that was in Trial was the Valiard. And that was kind of nothing to do with what
No,
Chibnall
it's just like-
done.
I read a comment on Reddit where someone said they can't believe Chibnall went through all that effort just to make the Morbius Doctors canon. And then
Yeah.
someone replied saying, coming up in series 13, the entire history of Earth is rewritten to explain the unit dating controversy.
I just
Uh,
it
yeah,
seemed
back
like
to-
he was so proud of himself that he's done it. You know, I just so okay. Let's start from the beginning.
like
Okay.
I said,
Of
it was
Stu-Parter.
fun for fan fiction.
Yeah.
But
Fan for fan fiction.
I've read better fan. We wrote better fan fiction than this.
Yet.
but it does finally
Literally.
answer a question to who the hybrid was all along. Stood in the desolate remains of Gallifrey, part Cybermatron, part Time Lord.
Oh, there's no way that was intentional, surely.
No, no.
Sorry, what? What was that?
It was the Master.
I'm
He had the
confused.
like cyber gooey stuff inside him, didn't he? So he was like a hybrid.
Okay, can you
So the
refresh
hybrid
my...
wasn't me. It
Yeah,
wasn't
can you like fill me in on this one? I'm very
Series
confused.
9.
Yeah, but I remember the whole hybrid thing. Is me.
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah.
Did they figure out who the hybrid was at the end of that? I can't actually remember.
Yeah, it was a shielder.
What?
I don't think they ever confirmed it. It was just kind of hinted that the Doctor said it was him, but there was no actual proof.
Okay.
I think Moffat's idea was that the
Oh,
hybrid.
there is no
was a-
possible. There is no. Actual
Yeah.
of it.
I think Moffat's idea was that the hybrid was a concept for Clara and the Doctor together.
Oh, that's right.
So the Doctor would destroy Gallifrey in his attempts to try and save Clara, sort of thing, or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it works for the other one. How cool would it have been if the Timeless Child was the Master?
Yeah, that would have been so much better.
I kind of
Yeah.
assumed that's where they were going, honestly, and then they didn't. but then I thought,
It
oh wait,
was-
hang on a minute, we have a main character here. It's obviously going to be them. Yeah.
Just Ashad.
Bashar al-Assad, president of Syria. Oh no, that's Assad, not Ashad. Sorry.
Ashad, the Cyberman dude.
oh,
Okay.
He was they built him up to be really,
Yeah.
really cool, and then just no, compressed. That's it, gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
And people say that Moffat had trouble like giving
Yeah,
conclusions to story
yeah.
arcs. Should we just go to the big thing?
What big finish? I'm
All right, I'll pull
yeah.
down my
Fucking
trousers.
tempted, mate. I'm Tish. The big revelation that the Doctor is
Oh,
not
yeah.
from this reality.
I didn't have much of an
I
issue
don't
with
really-
that. To be
yeah, I don't
honest.
really know I have more of an issue that it was like the Doctor rather than the fact that the Time Lords were from another reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is where I thought they were going with it.
Like, I didn't mind them being from another reality, but just the fact that it had to be the Doctor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always the Doctor,
Yeah, I know.
which
The other.
completely invalidates pretty much everything about the Doctor's character.
Well, that's it. I think I would have preferred if he just went down the Cartmore master plan route
Yeah.
Which was
of the other.
oh, that's the
This will take too long if we have to explain. this.
Omega Rassilon and the other, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
See, the thing is, the problem with this new thing that Chibnall's put in now is like, it was just kind of plot wise, it didn't quite sit right for me. Like, I didn't get that it was. I didn't really feel that it was that big a revelation or a secret that the Master had to destroy the entirety of Gallifrey. And it just kind of seemed
that
like
makes no sense.
Yeah, I was just like, it's not that much of a, it's not that much of an issue, is it? I thought maybe I thought it was going to be some fundamental. I suppose it was a fundamental secret about the Time Lords, but it's not. It's more like they still did everything the same way. They still.
Yeah, it's like this revelation changes everything and nothing.
Because I feel like, they must have still had Rassilon and Omega and possibly an other making the Eye of Harmony and that sort of stuff. It doesn't invalidate any of that. It doesn't invalidate the fact that the Time Lords are from Gallifrey.
I thought the Gateway Threshold thing on the planet was going to be the Eye of Harmony.
Oh, yeah.
I just like, why did you have to slaughter the entirety of the Time Lord race? The entirety of the Gallifreyans?
If it had maybe been something like, in order to create the first TARDIS, they had to literally wipe out an entire galaxy or something.
Yeah.
Or
they would the Master care.
I know, but like something like horrific, not just kind of like, oh, I was the one who created you all and you got a little bit of me inside you.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
well.
Like, Russell T Davis Russell the Davis went, I've destroyed Gallifrey and the Time Lords. They're gone. And everyone was like, oh no. And then Moffat went like, aha, but actually they're back. And everyone, yay, yay. And now Chris Chibnall's gone, hold my beer.
Yeah. Russell the Davis brought them back, mind you.
No, he didn't.
End of Time.
Oh yeah, he brought them back, but then he got rid of them again. He didn't bring them back.
To be fair, he brought them back that they were in the Time War, so they'd still died at the end of the Time War because we saw them before.
So they didn't technically come back.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Whereas Moffat brought them back. He was like, yeah, they're back. Everything's okay. Gallifrey's here again. They're a bit messed up, but they're back. Hey. And our children's gone, hold my beer.
Yeah.
You thought you killed them before. Fuck you.
Now they're super dead.
Yeah.
Dead too.
They're dead and converted into Cybermen with stupid little fans on the top of their heads that can regenerate, even though that makes no sense because there's nothing biological left in them. So what is regenerating? They're not regenerating. They're just rebooting.
Well, there is biological stuff still in them.
Yeah, no, there is biological. Yeah.
No, that was the whole point. The whole point was to get rid of anything biological inside them, become robots.
That's what Bashar al-Assad wanted.
Point. Yeah.
But then the Master said...
That's what Chibnall has kind of rewritten about the Cybermen, is they are now just full mechanoids, whereas up until now they've never been completely mechanoids. They're just kind of humans with metal and plastic wedged in.
In the episode, I forgive you if you forgot it, there was a lot going on. The Master told Assad that was a terrible idea and they should use people instead because he's got a better idea, and that is Time Lords.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that excuses that, but still, it's still stupid.
Yeah. And also, we've seen that if a Time Lord starts regenerating, you can kill them again and stop them regenerating. So it's not that much of an issue. Just double tap.
Yeah. Well, there's a possibility that they all did survive and this was all for now.
Yeah.
Because the Master's final words, and of the only way you can really tell properly of what he said was through subtitles, is all of you through here now. Which is...
Why does it say that?
He says it as the guy presses the button and everything sort of starts going fuzzy from the guy's point of view. The old man.
Yeah. So
they've either disappeared into like a TARDIS or something and escaped.
Or maybe they hid under a table like when a nuclear bomb goes off.
Yeah. Or at the very worst, the Master survived that way.
The Master always survives.
The Master survived. Yeah. Which would have made more sense him being the Timeless Child because he can regenerate an infinite number of times.
Oh yeah.
Oh. See, I like that more.
And how he managed to regenerate by just like touching a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the whole thing. Like
come back from death because his wife had a ring or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh mate, that would make so much more sense. Maybe that's the twist next series.
And like, but so
actually,
this whole thing about
why is the episode called "The Timeless Children" if there is only one?
Because it was the same child but multiple times. Because Chibnall doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take your second answer. For that.
Yeah, it's about standard. Like this whole thing, like the Master was just like, "Oh, it's broken you." It's like, how? How would it have broken her? I could. So she basically, Doctor could have just thought, "Oh, so I'm immortal, basically, so I could just keep on chucking bodies at a problem until I get it solved." Sweet, thanks for that.
Yeah.
It changes nothing, and yet everything, and it's just it.
Although that was a cool 1 minute when Doctor and Roof Doctor had their moment, and then the Doctor Who theme tune played, and it showed lots of flashbacks to good episodes.
And the Morbius Doctors.
Where does the Roof Doctor fit in?
Well,
still, that's another continuity, though. If this
is a heck of an error.
Well, if this is all meant to be before Hartnell, why does it look like a police box?
Yes.
And why does she call herself the Doctor? Yeah.
So it doesn't matter about the
which
Doctor
implies
being cool
the fact that she has the TARDIS, like the police box TARDIS, implies that it comes during the Doctor's tenure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that would mean that as Jodie doesn't recognise her, and we haven't seen her in the current lineup, then she comes after Jodie. But the fact that she doesn't know who Jodie is, and the fact that she doesn't know what a sonic screwdriver is, implies that it comes before. He wrote his own continuity error into the same two. He wrote both these episodes. How did he get this wrong?
I mean, the season 6B theory still kind of fits for the Roof Doctor.
Yeah.
For Roof, yeah.
Because we know now that the Doctor doesn't have that limit of 13, and the kind of the big explosion that Matt Smith did when he regenerated was, I guess, just because the Time Lords gave him some extra oomph.
They disabled the firewall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping we come back. I'm hoping we come back to that Ruth Doctor thing because
probably will.
Do you know what I'm hoping we fucking come back to?
What's that?
Captain Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he needs more to do. That was what is known as a cameo.
That was what was known as a fan wank.
Oh,
that is what is known as wasted potential.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm more angry about it now because he didn't turn up in the final. It feels like they literally did it just to do it.
Yeah,
we can't have two people who could never die in the same place.
No plotline point to it. It was just
It was literally just fan service. That's all it was.
Yeah. Oh hey, you know how all you people who like Doctor Who don't like this series so much because it doesn't reference the older stuff? Let's just oh, you like this man, don't you? You remember his catchphrase? Wubba lubba tub tub. That's what he said, wasn't it?
What?
You remember
somewhere in the in my reaction for the Jadoon episode, I think I said like, oh yay, like what if the Roof Doctor kills our Doctor? And then next time, no more Doctor Who. Next time, Torchwood. Jack's got 3 new members to the team.
Well, that was the thing. When the Doctor was... and it was one of those things where you kind of really hope they're going down a different route, but then you know they're not because it's
I've been like that
TV.
all season.
Yeah.
Is anything you think of is going to be much better than they can?
Yeah. It was when the Doctor was going to go and sacrifice and kill herself, basically. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Have we like opened up the Doctor verse here? I'm obsessed with it being a verse. Because we've got the Ruth Doctor now. We could just have like whatever fucking Doctor we want. They could be from any point in time.
Oh.
It opens up so many possibilities, which could probably ruin it.
How? Like, that's... Like, I don't know how I'd feel. Like, good or bad. Like, if we literally end Doctor Who, but we don't end Doctor Who. We end our current universe of Doctor Who. And next series starts with the Roof Doctor in a different universe. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So from this point on, we don't follow the Doctor we've always followed. We follow an alternative universe Doctor where everything's kind of the same but a little bit different.
Although she's not meant to be an alternate universe, but like an alternate one. Yeah.
Well, if she had been an alternative universe version, that would have been a nice idea.
Let's have a little segue here to talk about why the Ruth Doctor is better than the Doctor we have. Number one,
for a first start.
Yeah, she's dressed like a man. Number two,
why does that make it better?
I was just joking because everyone obviously hated the fact there was not everyone, you know, people hated that there was a female Doctor. So because I was going to say she has a better outfit, and then as I thought about it, I was thinking, hang on a minute, is it just because she's dressed like all the male Doctors beforehand? Anyway, no, she's got a character. She's actually got a character. Which is, I think, what's her face? Jodie Whittaker is been better this series when she's been like really angry about something, because it's the only time she shows any character.
Oh, I wanted Jodie to deck the Master.
Yeah.
Like when they're in the weird like grayed out area behind them, which you can kind of clearly see the chroma keying behind them. I was like, oh, I wanted her to deck him at that point.
Yeah. Oh well.
So,
Joe, what's your face for next, Doctor?
yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that. The problem I have with Jodie at the moment, it isn't with like I like her performance. She's good. But they never let her do anything. She's always reacting to things. Which seems kind of like complete opposite to how she was in last season.
I can't really remember what happened last series.
She was always like, she was very up and mighty and like solving everything herself. And in this one, it's just like everyone else is doing things.
Then I don't know if that kind of annoyed us last. I didn't really like her last series, so would that been a part of it, or
probably, yeah. But the companions are just pointless at this point.
Yeah.
What did they do in this episode?
Part of me was kind of like, oh, what if this is literally just how we leave it with these companions? And the next series is this whole prison arc. Is this actually
is it Charlotte?
Or Storm Cage?
Yes.
Or where Rick was kept within season 2 of Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Hey!
But, thing.
Did you like the callback to the Russell's era where Doctor went what? You see, I can reference old canon. And when the Master said for glory, for victory, for the end of the universe itself.
This entire series kind of just been like a plagiarism of like different bits from the good Doctor Who
has
stuff.
Felt like a fan series.
It's a fan.
It really has.
Why didn't
it
Mark
also
Gatiss
completely
want this
devalues?
Sorry,
it also completely devalues Jodie being the first female Doctor because she isn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the first one we've seen.
Yeah, but it's not the first time the Doctor's done it.
Apart from not Pamela Anderson. What's her name? Fuck's sake. Not Patsy Kensit. Joanna Lumley.
That's it.
Yeah, she's canon now. So is Rowan Atkinson. They're all canon. Every Doctor is canon. Who cares? Who cares about continuity? We sure as heck don't.
They've always been canon to me in the Doctorverse.
Yeah.
They're unbound Doctors.
Yeah. Rowan Atkinson.
Richard D. Grant, yeah, he's the Doctor as well. Who cares?
Rowan Atkinson is genuinely a really good Doctor as well.
Yeah, he really is.
If we have to go back to a guy, Rowan Atkinson would be a good choice, definitely.
We'll probably get what's his face from Being Human?
Russell Tovey.
No, the other one.
I don't know then.
I know the vampire.
Yeah.
What, is he big at the moment, or?
He's huge. He's 28 foot tall.
11 inches.
Aidan Turner.
I don't know who that is.
Is it like, I know he was pretty famous
Poldark.
back then.
Oh, okay. Poldark's
him.
isn't it? I don't know. I feel like the Doctor actor has to be a Doctor Who fan. I don't know enough about Aidan. What about fucking Henry Cavill? He must be a Doctor Who fan. He's a nerd.
I haven't seen The Witcher yet. Leave me alone.
We could get him to grow a mustache and then digitally take it out for every episode.
Oh, also, one other thing. Old dude who sacrificed himself.
Barristan Selmy.
That should have been Tech Tayoon.
Yes, I wrote that down as well. Yes.
How nice would that have been? Nice little closing off that the person who sacrificed himself for the Doctor was the person who gave them the life in the first place. But no, because Chibnall has such good ideas.
Just some random guy.
God, I swear to God, next season will probably be the last one, and then it's going to get axed. I can feel it coming.
They're going to force Chibnall out.
The ratings are terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm just going off of the backlash from this season.
They're kind of end of Capaldi's era level, not worse than that. But yeah.
Who thinks they should have been called Cyber Lords, not Cyber Masters?
Yeah.
I think you can write that off as the Master being the Master.
Being egotistical, yeah. You can understand why, but still.
Yeah.
So much wrong with this
series.
Yeah.
Era.
It's a shame because I reckon Jodie has got so much potential.
I mean, I don't think I've seen. Oh no, I have seen one thing she's been in. She was the lady who gets mugged in Attack the Block. She was alright in that, I guess.
I have seen that.
She was in Broadchurch, apparently.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I mean, she must be a good actress, so they wouldn't have chosen her.
Yeah.
And then she hasn't really done much.
Buddies with Chibnall, who wrote Broadchurch.
Yeah. I don't think she's done a huge amount particularly wrong. It's just been really bland.
Yeah. She's not done anything right.
I'm sorry, the Timeless Child was mentioned in the Ghost Monument?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the weird wavy cloth.
Yes, I remember reading that now, yeah.
What?
By the cloth monsters.
Which kind of actually gave away that it was going to be the Doctor the whole time, actually.
Did anyone remember that, though?
Yeah, well, I remember they mentioned
remembered it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be surprised.
But I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when that was, actually.
They were like randomly in like a open wasteland getting attacked by cloths, and the way to destroy the cloths was by the guy lighting his cigar by clicking, and they all fell backwards and all the gas around them exploded or something.
It just sounds like a really shit dream.
I mean, that's pretty much what season 11 was.
The only thing anyone remembers about Ghost Monument is the TARDIS bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when the ship's about to crash into them, so they run away from it in a straight line. That's the bit I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing I made a note of was the fact that it was really cool to see the house materialize at the end.
Yeah, that was
the chameleon circuit. That was pretty cool. Yeah, and it's nice that the future humans get a nice house to live in as well.
So there's now 3 extra TARDISes bashing about the universe.
Yeah.
3. There's the one that the Doctor left up at the end of time.
3 in total.
With the end of humanity. The Doctor's TARDIS, and then the one that's on Earth.
And Clara TARDIS.
Oh yeah, Clardis.
God.
Clardis.
Does that one really count?
It's out there. It's floating about the universe somewhere. There's 4 TARDISes still in existence, sort of thing. For a moment, I was thinking they were going to do like a whole, the Doctor gets a new TARDIS.
Oh.
And we lose our one. And I was kind of like, oh, no, you can't.
No, we'd never lose sexy.
No, that's it.
I wish they.
I think Ray might have said it, and I was there, kind of like, no, you can't get rid of our TARDIS.
It would be nice if they changed the desktop theme to that classic, kind of new version of the classic console room.
The one roof Doctor.
Yeah. Because it's just I think it's basically meant to be just the first Doctor's TARDIS, but made modern sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool.
To change the look of it. Change the color from orange to that dark blue it goes whenever they're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
It actually looks okay when it's sort of shaded in like a blue hue rather than this bright orange crystally. Blue hue.
The problem is it's so moody.
I just think it looks weird with all the crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never like the crystals.
No, it's just like.
Well, if it'll suit Henry Cavill if he is the next Doctor.
Red and blue, yeah.
Big blue crystals. We'll have like a big face of his dad popping up. Doctor. Well, it won't be his dad. It'll be that woman from this episode.
It'll be one of his past incantations.
Yeah, just have a sing song.
That's how they like get a cameo from each past actor for each episode.
Yeah.
If we did go with the whole next series starts a whole new universe idea, that's how we could have got the past actors back in without having to worry about them looking older.
Yeah.
Well, we got David Bradley as the first Doctor. We got the person who played Troughton in the Adventure in Time and Space, who could come back as the second Doctor.
The person who played Troughton.
It was one
I don't remember who that was.
It was one of the League of Gentlemen guys, wasn't it?
Was it?
To be honest, I don't think he really suited Troughton.
No, I don't think it looked like him very much.
No. They need to find someone better for Troughton.
Some of the League of Gentlemen guys would be pretty good doctors as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think pretty much anybody would be a good Doctor at this point.
Most
it's not like they're going to run out of times to try.
I think you need to try and get like a comedian or someone with some kind of comedic bone in their body.
Yeah, and we need more comedians to write Doctor Who because they seem to be the best at it. Or Neil Gaiman.
Oh, yeah. We just need anybody apart from Chibnall to do that.
Nick Briggs.
Oh, that's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who would he cast as the Doctor?
Oh.
Paul McGann.
Yeah.
I would be
I'd
down
watch
to have a break from Jodie for a season, just to have more adventures with on-screen adventures with Paul McGann.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I listened.
Most underrated Doctor.
Yeah, I listened to his Big Finish run up to the end of Charlie's companionship.
Yeah,
and I after I listened to that, I was just thinking, man, I want this guy on telly. He's so good. Yeah,
because his short stint in the Night of the Doctor was so good.
Yeah,
that was.
I
miss old New Who.
Old New Who, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Basically anything before the end of Capaldi.
19, yeah.
I've been watching a lot of a few of the reaction channels I keep up to date with, because I like watching Doctor Who reactions because of the nostalgia. A lot of them have just kind of reached Capaldi's era.
Yeah.
And it's just reminded me how much I loved that guy. Like he just kind of it's like he was born to be the Doctor.
He had a bit of a rocky.
He's just got a presence.
Yeah.
His stories were a bit rocky, but his acting was always on point.
Oh, yeah.
I think once he really kind of settled into the role, it was immense.
Yeah,
immense.
I wasn't too keen on his first season for obvious reasons.
I think once they got to like Mummy and Flatline, that's where I was kind of in love with him.
Flatline, I think, is his high point of that season. That's when he really started going.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway,
I have actually found, somewhat tangentially, I have found a what do you call it? The tier list.
Oh god.
Oh yes. Which episodes make you cry the most?
No, it's just good episodes. It's got everything up until season 11, episode 11.
Are these tier lists we have to make ourselves?
Yeah, this is ones that we get to make, so we get to decide.
We'll have to do that in
effort.
In IRL.
In a break, yeah. We can't spend 20 minutes now just going.
No. We'll do that in IRL.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of episodes.
In IRL, real life.
Yes.
In Ireland.
I Earl, you
Jane.
I am the Earl of Jane.
Earl of Janeway.
Oh.
Hello, this is Earl Janeway of the
Tea Janeway hot.
Oh. I'm guessing neither of you have seen Picard.
No, but I've one of the podcasts I listen to, Regular Features, they were talking about it and they were saying that it is just really fucking bizarre and quite shit.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's different to what I've heard.
Yeah. So I suppose different people have different taste, don't they? But like one person was saying that he had to stop watching it because he thought it was so bad. But another person was saying that he is continuing to watch it and loving it because it is so bad.
See, I wouldn't call it bad. It's not what TNG used to be.
I wouldn't expect that, no.
No.
But it's
new.
People are just like, oh, how can you do this to Star Trek? Oh, how can you have this and this and this in Star Trek? It's just like, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it hasn't always been in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
Despite it being part of Utopia, the Star Trek universe is kind of shitty. If you're not in the Federation, it is bad.
Yeah, I bet. Is it gonna be like one of these things like they did with the Tau in 40K, where it's meant to be, everyone's equal and fair, but it turns out that the whole thing is built on pillars of mind control, and the ships are built by like slaves on a planet or something like that. Hey, that would be.
So you mean basically like the entirety of everything that people thought was real has just completely been rewritten by something that makes no sense at all? Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That?
They should do that in most things.
yeah, just completely rewrite canon. Who cares about that? It's not like people were invested in this at all.
Who would we get to do this great dramatic rewrite?
Someone who's made a series on TV before that was really good, preferably about crime,
a drama series,
maybe. Yeah.
So has no experience in sci-fi. Well, the area that they do have in sci-fi, that it wasn't well received.
Yeah, we definitely want someone who's made some of the worst examples of the thing we're trying to make.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. No, I'm drawing a blank here.
I don't know enough about Star Trek to know who bad script writers for Star Trek have been.
I don't know either, to be honest. Anybody who wrote Discovery Season 1, hooray! Which isn't true, because Discovery Season 1 was actually quite good.
Oh.
I will stand by that.
Oh. Stand by
Discovery is good. See, this is the problem. That people think Trek is all spandex bodysuits and, we've got to do this, go and, negotiate with them instead of shooting phasers and things like that. And it's just like, yeah, that's kind of what TNG was, but that's not how the universe evolves.
Sorry, Data, we have to go and negotiate with these aliens. He's Scottish now. We have to go and negotiate. We have to go and negotiate with these aliens. And Captain, you're not wearing your spandex bodysuit. Certainly,
they got rid of them in season 2.
He just gets in his leotard like fucking Louis Spence.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Ozzy can confirm with me that that's basically what the season 1 TNG uniforms wore.
Right.
Yeah. Before they changed them into like being like 2-piece uniforms, but
I was picturing more.
It's a Picard maneuver.
I was picturing more leotard than
more 7 of 9. Than,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I just Discovery is more modern, obviously, because it's the situation, it's the era that it's been made in. What are you sniggering at?
Obviously.
Yeah, but it's just like compared to how the storytelling of old Trek has been done.
Okay.
Discovery is one storyline over the season, and it fucking works because you're invested episode to episode. The characters have actual character to them.
Oh.
They have arcs.
Oh.
And you get to you feel for these characters because they're human. They're not like TV human, they're human, you know?
Oh, I thought you meant you were just like a racist who didn't like aliens in the Federation.
Yeah.
I'm not the Terrans.
Oh, yes. I know that
reference. There is a character called Sylvia Tilly. She is amazing. Oh. Because she is...
Is she fit?
No. Well, not conventionally by that standard. Like, but she's one of us.
One
you know, passionate, enthusiastic, socially awkward, but insane with it and fun.
Yeah.
She is an audience surrogate that has never really been done in Trek before.
You mean like she just feels like she's a real person rather than...
Yeah,
rather than
because
the
she
character.
has fears, she has self-doubt, she has passion for what she does, but she's got flaws. You know, she has social anxiety, she talks too much when she gets nervous, she doesn't have much confidence, but she loves what she does.
Do you know what when you're saying that, it reminds me of immediately, and stay with me here, is Digimon Adventure.
Yeah.
Because this is why me and Ozzy love Digimon so much, is because the kids are not just like one-dimensional cartoon characters. Well, they're two-dimensional cartoon characters. They're like real kids with ups, downs, highs, lows, goods, bads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
it makes a
adopted,
huge difference.
Some have got divorced parents.
Yeah.
Some are just full of themselves, which keeps getting them into trouble.
The hero is obnoxious and people call him out for it. You know,
Yeah, it's like, but you have those characters in Star Trek Discovery. Like, there's the chief engineer, he's an asshole, but you love him because he's brilliant and funny. And
Owen,
like
Owen
like
from
Nigel Farage.
Yes, literally, like Owen.
Yeah.
He's an asshole, but you know he's right.
Yeah.
You know, no, not like Nigel Farage.
Yeah, I'm not making that joke again.
Nigel Farage is just like, I'll see you next Tuesday. But I would highly recommend you guys watch Star Trek Discovery because it is good fun.
We will.
Get there, yeah.
Yeah.
Get to it.
20 years, but...
When you finish Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we finished the TOS series.
TOS.
When we finished the TNG generation.
TOS, TNG, DS9, Voyager.
DS Deep Space Nine. Oh, fuck, I can't abbreviate Voyager.
Are you not going to do the animated series then?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
This is a 10-year journey.
TAS. TNG.
Ting.
DS9. VOG. ENT.
ENT, MOV, 1 through
HIV.
come at the end of each of their eras, sort of.
What are you going to say about Generations, though? Watch the first half after the TOS set, and the second half after the TNG
release
set.
order.
Yeah, release order.
Yeah.
I think that's the sensible.
Well, then you got to jump between TNG, DS9, and Voyager because they were all on screen at the same time.
Oh shit, they weren't they?
Yeah.
Bugger.
Half the time they intertwine.
Yeah.
I think release. Oh god, it's gonna be. There must be a website that just tells us what to watch next.
There's, I know, like there is for like Buffy and Angel and stuff. Because I think like series 4 of Buffy starts to flow concurrently with series 1 of Angel.
Right.
And you literally get crossovers between
episodes. Oh, there's somebody's done a chronological TV series of how to watch Star Trek in order.
Oh.
Aha.
So Enterprise 1 to 4, then The Cage, then Discovery 1 to 2, TOS 1 to 3, animated series, motion picture, Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home, Final Frontier, Undiscovered Country, Generations (brackets opening sequence), TNG 1 to 5, then 6 to 7 of TNG mixed with DS9 1 and 2, then the rest of Generations, DS9 3 to 4, Voyager 1 to 2, First Contact, DS9 5 to 6, Voyager 3 to 4, Insurrection, DS9 Season 7, Voyager Season 5, Voyager 6 to 7, then Nemesis, then the prime timeline sequences of 2009 Star Trek, then Picard, then Discovery Season 3. Boom.
Simple.
Yeah, simple.
Right. See you in 10 years, guys.
That was us beaming away.
Yeah.
Of course, the main thing that annoys me about Picard is it's throwing Star Trek Online continuity out.
Oh no.
Because this character's dead. This character isn't dead in Star Trek Online. Although they have now removed that character from Star Trek Online, which makes me wonder what they're going to do.
Oh, no. Multiverse.
Do you know what I've been playing a crap ton of recently?
Is it video games?
It is, but a particular video game.
Star Trek Online. No, I'm joking.
No, actually, now that I've done the 10th anniversary event, I've kind of given up until First Contact Day. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution on Switch.
Oh.
Okay.
It is really, really good. It's got over 10,000 cards.
Oh.
Is it literally just a dueling game, or is there...
You play through the animes.
Okay. What,
But
you can move your character around?
No. It's literally just dueling.
Oh.
Yeah.
I started them. I never finished them, but there's DS games of the Card Games on Motorcycle series.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're actual RPG games.
Mm.
Where you can walk about, just duel random people, but you've also got your story.
Yeah, stuff like that. Tag Force on the PSP is the best example of that.
Okay.
Because the Tag Force series is literally just tag duels, but you can also do single duels. But there's like a full-on environment that you can walk around and challenge people with. There's like a full-on story and RPG. Like Tag Force 2 follows series 1 to 3 of the GX arc. Tag Force 3 is season 4. Brilliant. And then
still following us, Christian?
I
literally just yawned. Not even a joke.
The Tag Force 4 onwards is 5Ds, and I don't know. Oh my god, the game makes no sense now. There are link summons, right? This is to Oz.
I know of this thing, yeah.
You can only have one fusion monster on the field at a time.
Okay. I gave up even
which
trying
completely
to get the
scuppers
rules.
my whole strategy of having multiple Cyber End Dragons on the field. But right, okay. Pendulum summons, right? Pendulum summons. If you have 2 pendulum cards in your hand, you can put one on either side of your thing, on either side of your field.
And then they summon.
And then you can special summon as many monsters as you can in between that fit those levels. Between those 2 levels. So if you have a 1 at the bottom one side and 7 at the other, you can summon up to 5 cards in one turn that fit between those 2 level things. It is so broken.
Pendulum summons, that's broken no matter which way you swing it. Like a pendulum.
Why do I bother?
Yeah, no. I think we have talked about this before. Not necessarily in the game, but just all the.
Yeah, but it just feels so broken.
Yeah, I gave up after motorbikes.
You gave up when synchro summons were introduced, weren't you? If it ain't got if it hasn't got the Destiny board, I'm not interested.
Yeah, pretty much. Old school and GX was my time.
I
had a little bit of the 5Ds, Just
I'm sure you did.
Was it 5D that was motorbikes?
Yeah, 5Ds was car games on motorcycles.
Okay.
Zexal was.
Oh,
No, give up after that. Give up after that.
Zaxxle the city.
No,
Oh yeah,
Zexal
was the
Wow.
XYZ summoning black cards, and then there was Arc 5, which was the pendulum summoning, and then there's
I remember
Trains?
those cards. XYZ Dragon Cannon. Wait, there was trains?
what V Reigns, which is where the link summoning comes in.
Oh, okay.
Man, you've got like 3 keywords that just bring you right in, isn't it?
Activation
Trains.
word, like a sleeper agent. Or a sleeper, like a
Trains,
railway.
Doctor, and Power are kind of like your 3 things, aren't they?
Did you?
Yeah, did you? Yeah.
All right. You may have noticed that there is a coronavirus on at the moment.
Christ, there is, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
So, Health Education England, T73 as they're known in the business, have sent a list of tips and tricks and skills and hacks to survive the coronavirus, which they sent through to me because they know that we've got such a huge audience. We can get it out to as many people as possible.
Okay.
Would you like to hear it?
Go on.
Go on then. And by the way, this is something that Health Education England sent to me. It's definitely not just something I wrote on the bus on the way home.
Of course.
So, first of all, obviously, the important thing is general hygiene. So wash your hands carefully after going to the toilet. A quick way to tell if you've spent enough time on this is to sing the national anthem twice. This includes all the less popular verses about killing Scots. Note that this will only work if you sing the anthem out loud, as coronaviruses are Scottish and the aggressive attitude will cause them to flee. Wash your hands carefully before going to the toilet. This is to prevent the virus transferring to your genitals and causing genital SARS. People with genital SARS should avoid any form of sexual intercourse, especially with other viruses. If a virus catches another virus, it becomes a supervirus, and experts predict that such a virus would be capable of wiping out humanity in as little as 70 years. Catch your coughs and sneezes in a tissue. These bodily ejaculations hate captivity and will attempt to escape at any opportunity. If your cough or sneeze leaves the tissue, ensure that it is hunted down and contained before it finds another victim. Once the cough or sneeze is locked in a tissue, dispose of the tissue immediately. This should preferably be in an incineration chamber, but if none at hand, then the tissue can be placed in a bin. This bin should be kept with you until it can be placed in an incinerator. Tissues should never be thrown down the toilet. Sneezes are non-soluble, so when the next person sits down for their ablutions, the sneeze may enter via any available entrance, resulting in genital SARS, see above. When in public, prevent the virus entering your respiratory system by keeping your nose and mouth sealed at all times, except when breathing. If breathing becomes necessary, retreat to a safe area such as a sterile room or total vacuum. If someone offers you the use of a sterile room, ensure that they are actually a person and not thousands of coronaviruses stacked on top of each other and wearing a hat and coat. Sorry.
With like the dark glasses as well.
I broke character. A telltale sign of this is a Scottish accent and lack of skin, organs, eyes, mouth, etc. If you suspect you have contracted the coronavirus, self-isolate immediately. Self-isolation involves staying at home and avoiding all human contact. Certain people, such as Doctor Who fans and people who run their own podcasts, will not need to amend their habits.
Yep.
Here is our 10-step plan for self-isolation. 1. Close and lock the door. 2. Close and lock the windows. 3. Close all apps on your phone and lock the screen. 4. Press the Windows key and L to lock your computer. 5. Go home. That probably should have been first. 6. Unlock the door. 7. Go inside. 8. Relock the door. 9. Realize you forgot to buy food. 10. Die. With this foolproof plan, soon we will have beaten coronavirus. Bless you. If you have died, you may need to self-isolate in heaven. As we have not heard from God or Jesus for a long time, it's possible they may be self-isolating after having caught the coronavirus from a monk or nun. Scientists are divided on whether the virus can be transmitted via prayer. If this is the case, you should avoid responding to the prayers of upset relatives. If, after your period of self-isolation, you make a full recovery, you are now immune to not just the coronavirus, but all viruses. This includes, but is not limited to, the common cold, SARS, SARS Classic, Diet SARS, SARS Light, SARS with Lyme, HIV/AIDS, SARS Perignon, Ebola, Ebola v SARS Dawn of Justice, Suicide SARS, SARS Woman, SARS League, Aqua SARS, SARS with an exclamation mark, Birds of SARS, SARS 1984, the Bat SARS, and Hepatitis B. People in this position should be wary of shamans attempting to eat their heart to gain their powers. There is no evidence of this working. And that's it, I'm afraid. There's no more from Health Education England on the transcript. That's the last I've got. I don't know what stopped them talking, but I can guess. They're coming. The coronaviruses are coming for you. But listen, your life could depend on this. Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are contagious. Contagiouser than you can believe. Don't not cover your mouth. Don't sneeze and don't blink. Good luck. There we are. So, with that, you can beat the coronavirus and the epidemic will be stopped.
I feel safer already.
Excellent. I'll reply back to Mr. Health Education England and let him know.
Phenomenal. Well done.
Thank you. Any questions?
You said that shamans can stop it. What about shamans?
I haven't prepared for this.
They're ones that can, like, spirit lock with ghosts and fight against each other, aren't they?
I thought it was kind of toilet tissue.
Weren't they? Didn't they sing Ebenezer good?
I don't know.
Shaman. Yeah, very good.
I set you up so well for that joke.
Sorry.
You failed me for the last time, Admiral.
You can tell what my favourite part of that was by the fact that I couldn't say it. Oh dear. Anyway, any other business?
I got now.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Green Giant. If you've enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to do all the things that we normally ask you to do. Such as...
comment, subscribe, and slam that bell.
Oh, that's it. Slam that bell. We don't ring it anymore. We slam it. We jump up onto the ropes and jump onto the bell. Is that slamming? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Body slam. You can do jujitsu. Body slam superstar. The subscribe button. Invisible Tower is where I am on YouTube. Richard is... Oh, but wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Where is this famed minifig video and Star Trek Bridge Crew?
So it has been recorded. It is currently in the process of being edited by Alex.
Mm-hmm.
It will be up this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit behind. I am working on making a thumbnail for the Bridge Crew as we speak.
Okay, just making a note of that. Okay.
Are you excited to see the Bridge Crew?
I'm really excited.
Are you actually excited to see a video of mine?
Yes. Of ours. You're not taking all the credit.
So you don't care about the minifigs one, you just care about the Bridge.
I am really
in a very awkward situation
forward to all sorts of videos that may be coming out of Pheasant Films in the near future.
Quick answer, yeah, we only care about ourselves.
Ever the blunt one.
I try to watch all your guys' videos out of a sense of responsibility.
We haven't had to watch any of mine for 3 years, so
it's very easy, yeah. I recently watched Fugitive of the Jadoon reaction on TS Reactions, which is Ozzy's channel. That's his channel. We never mentioned it, so I'm mentioning it now.
Okay.
I think that's it.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to record a Vive video.
I don't know what that is. Oh, HTC.
Yeah.
I thought it was another sort of fucking website like Ding Dong or whatever it is. You know, all the kids are on.
Dong?
Yeah, you know, they're doing all the videos on Ding Dong now, aren't they?
What the heck is Ding Dong?
You know, it's all the rage these days. All the kids are on Ding Dong. They watch the funny videos.
Would I be having this reaction if I knew what it was?
It's TikTok, but I'm doing the thing where you get it wrong for comic effect. Maybe it was.
I'm with you now. That was hilarious.
Maybe Ding Dong was a bit too far away from TikTok for it to be clear what I was saying.
Maybe you should say like Tic Tac or something.
Oh, yeah, Tic Tac would have been perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you are. That's why we're all here.
You blew it.
On our own, we can't write for shit, but together we'd actually be able to
lose.
Oh, good day.
Good day, sir.
Come on, Grandpa. Let's go.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Classic.
Yeah. What were we saying?
Bye.
Vive.
Oh, you were going to do a Vive video.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it about?
On, but I'm probably going to do it. I might do it on Beat Saber.
Oh.
Or I might do I'll probably do Super Hop or Rick and Morty VR. That'll be good.
Ah.
I don't know. I'll have a little look around on my collection and see what I can find that would be quite interesting to watch. You know?
What? Just keep an eye out for it and have a look at it.
Yeah.
I think, Ozzy, what we've learned from this conversation is that we both need our own Alex to edit our videos for us.
Yeah.
Well, if you will cast your mind back several years, Christian, I did offer to do that for you. But you said, no, I want to do it myself.
Yeah, that is also true.
Christian have got in the exact same position that you got in, where you didn't even edit your own video, let alone other people's videos. So you had to get Alex to do it for you.
Well, he offered, so you know.
Yeah, but still. If Christian had taken you up on that offer, neither of you would have uploaded anything in 3 years.
I know. You edit my videos, I'll edit your videos. Sorry, Ozzy. You can edit Alex's videos, and Alex will edit yours.
Is that how? See, that's the wrong attitude right there, Ross. Just
You got the easy stroll there, because Alex doesn't do videos.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he'd start.
Nah. It's not his bag, baby.
Oh. Unattended baggage may be destroyed.
Unattended
Just like this podcast.
Yeah. On that bombshell, it's time to end. Thanks for watching. See you next week for more Inaudible, the podcast, the experience, the game, the movie, part 3. See you then. Bye.